Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video, guys. So, if you're new or returning, guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. I've asked you guys before, so in case you have forgotten, can you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, please? Thank you. While you're at it, turn on your notification bell and join the family. Also, if you truly mean to support your girl, please give this video a big thumbs up, okay? Now, let's get into this video because we're going to talk about, that report that we got, a few weeks ago that said that Wendy Williams is completely incapacitated. When that report came out, I did a video reacting to it and I said, it is not adding up. It is not making sense. And the reason why it wasn't adding up nor making sense for me personally is because before that report came out, I heard and I saw a photograph of Wendy and Dr. Sibi's son. And it was said to us that Dr. Sibi's son has done amazing work with Wendy Williams, almost bringing her back to better than what she was before. So, we were happy. There was some little discrepancy there with Dr. Sibi's son. I think a media outlet wanted to, have an interview with him, but discredit him, saying that he's not Dr. Sibi's son or something to that nature. I don't remember the entire conversation, so I'm going to need you guys to help me out on this one to remind me why it was that Dr. Sibi's son never bothered to do that interview and shared with us how he treated Wendy Williams and got her from point zero to being a perfect 10, because that's what I heard. So the past, 2 weeks when we heard that she was totally incapacitated, I did a video reacting to it saying that it's not adding up for me. Personally, it's not making any sense because why would we see that perfect photo of him, of Dr. Sibi's son and Wendy hearing good news and we were so happy and we were cheering on, and then bops in our face, like shutting the door in our faces, like, don't you dare get excited. She's completely incapacitated. Well, now guys, Wendy Williams' family, they're not taking this sitting down. They're not taking it running idle because they're not running. They're standing up like hell and they're saying to Miss Marissa, that's Wendy's guardian. They're saying, you're lying. She is not permanently incapacitated. As a matter of fact, she is the best that she has ever been since being in this conservatorship. She's the best that she has ever been. If you guys remember, back in 2023, we were told that Wendy Williams was diagnosed with aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, right? So because it's dementia, Maurice came out and, she had that court case with A&E where she claimed that A&E took disadvantage of Wendy. They tricked her into this documentary. They told her the documentary was going to be about her life, her legacy, and Wendy signed the contract. So what Wendy's guardian is arguing, that's Maurice, they're saying, listen, she was in not any state of mind to be agreeing to anything because even now she's completely incapacitated. So when you look at how it came about that Wendy was completely incapacitated and now the family is shooting down the allegations, you know that Maurice lied. She lied to win the case against A&E. Not saying it's a bad thing because I would lie too if they exploited Wendy. So there, she basically lied in order to back up her statement, back up her claim, because she's saying it is her duty and responsibility to protect Wendy because she's the guardian. But A&E has filed a countersuit claiming that Maurice is acting out of character, acting out of line. Like, how dare you? You're a guardian. You shouldn't be protecting Wendy this much. It's not your role. You're acting out of your position, and it's very not nice for you to do so. And my question is to A&E. What is a guardian? What is a guardian supposed to do? Think about the word guardian comes from the word guard. If you look at the word guard and you know the meaning of the word guard, you would understand what the word guardian means. So I think, A&E is really disrespectful to Wendy's legacy. I do believe that there was a little bit of trick in there. And now they're saying, listen, this documentary is doing so well. We're even up for an award at this time. But in our opinion, guys, I know the internet is still not agreeing with A&E and that documentary. And also, we're hoping that they gave Wendy a really, really good, pretty penny. Ain't it? Right? But let's get into this report from the Daily Mail. It's a lengthy one. So grab your teas, your coffee, your drink, your chocolate chip cookie, your candy, and whatever you need to, because it has a lot of information that I believe it's pertinent for us to follow up with what is going on with Wendy and what to potentially expect, what has happened in the past, year or so with Wendy Williams and this guardianship. So let's get into this report. Now, the title of the article is Wendy Williams' family shoots down guardian over claims that talk show host is incapacitated. They're saying Wendy Williams is more clearer now than she's ever been, a family insider has exclusively told DailyMail.com following her guardian claim that the beloved host dementia battle has rendered her permanently incapacitated. The former radio personality 60 was diagnosed with aphasia and frontotemporal dementia in 2023. The diagnosis came 1 year after she was placed under a court-ordered legal guardianship that oversees both her finances and health. Now, they're saying last month, attorneys for the star guardian Sabrina Mercy claimed in new filing that Williams has become cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. It was the latest update amid a legal wrangle over the Star's Tell All documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, which prompted widespread backlash when it aired in February. However, a family insider hit back at the claim regarding Williams' mental state and said she's more clear now than she's ever been throughout the guardianship, which is a problem for some. And it should be, and we want it to be. I'm just adding that little portion. And I know you guys definitely agree with me on that one. Now, let's get further into this report. It has a few paragraphs. So, they're further saying, Where is Wendy Williams? Was set to explore Williams' life as she prepared to launch a new podcast, but featured shocking scenes showing the former host drinking vodka in bed and having panic attacks, leading to fan backlash against Lifetime. Marissa is now locked in a legal battle with the network over the documentary. In a filing obtained by The Sun last week, Marissa's attorney called Williams an acclaimed entertainer who tragically has been afflicted by early onset dementia and as a result has become cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. So she brought that out in the court, I believe, to help the case to see, look at here, she was in no position to consent for herself because she was completely incapacitated and you guys took disadvantage of that and it's wrong. So I believe that's how that permanently incapacitated story came about. And this is why I don't believe it's true. I believe the family, because I've been questioning it since the report, and now that the family has shut down that claim, and based on how it came about, I believe her family member. But let's continue, right? They're saying in January 2022, after becoming aware of a pattern of disturbing events concerning Wendy's welfare and finances, Wells Fargo took the highly unusual step of initiating a guardianship proceeding on its own initiative in Supreme Court of New York County. The guardianship proceeding to seek the court appointment of an independent guardian for Wendy's financial affairs. The filing further asks for part of the case about Williams' health, familial relationships, and finances to be redacted to protect her privacy. We respectfully request that the court grant plaintiff motion for limited redactions to protect non-public information from the guardianship proceeding that has been placed on the seal by the court overseeing that proceeding. However, just 2 months ago, the beloved talk show host spoke exclusively with DailyMail.com and shared that she was doing well before also slamming the documentary. "I am doing really good," she said in October. "The documentary sucked. I understand that it is up for an award now. Everything is going really, really well." That is what, they're saying. But it doesn't matter if it's going up for an award. You could definitely tell that she was exploited, right? But let's continue. They're saying New York lawyer Maurice was assigned as guardian after Wells Fargo froze her account in 2022 as a result of her financial advisor at the time claiming that she was of unsound mind. In March, it was reported that Williams was allegedly paid $100,000 per episode for her involvement in a 4-part docuseries. At the same time, it was revealed that Williams' guardian had filed a lawsuit against a parent company of Lifetime E&E television networks with allegations of blatant exploitation in disgusting fashion. Mercy filed the lawsuit under temporary seal, which keeps details in the case protected from the public, in October, but the docs were unsealed and reviewed by Hollywood Reporter, revealing the explosive accusations in the case. This blatant exploitation of a vulnerable woman with a serious medical condition who is beloved by millions within and outside of African American community is disgusting and it cannot be allowed, the legal team for Williams' guardian told court. Maurice added that the talk show host did not have the capacity to consent according to THR, and the producers did not get her consent as her court-appointed guardian to produce it. Williams was misled by producers in thinking that the documentary would be a positive and beneficial project for her public image and reputation, the suit stated. In response, A&E Networks argued that Maurice has been exceeding her authority in trying to get parts of the documentary changed and redacted. No, she hasn't been exceeding her authority. That is what a guardian is supposed to do, right? And I know you guys agree with me on that. Now, they're saying the American multinational broadcasting company filed a countersuit which claimed that Williams had signed a talent agreement before she was mentally incapacitated and was claimed by the Guardian. The Popular Network also claimed that there is no law against doing a documentary on a subject with dementia. So in effect, even if a talent agreement wasn't signed, nothing that they had done would be considered wrong. Wow. The broadcasting company is suing Maurice for attempting to infringe on A&E's First Amendment right as they give the example of Maurice's original suit filed in February in which he attempted to get a judge to stop the original documentary from being released. A&E claimed that Maurice had forced their production company to defend itself against meritless claims from the documentary. TMZ also claims A&E say in the countersuit that Maurice is trying to deny Wendy Williams one of her last chances to exercise her autonomy and honestly reach her fans in exactly the frank and unfiltered manner that was the hallmark of her career. Williams' publicist previously blasted Lifetime documentary that she signed her famous TV client up for. Sean Zanotti placed blame on the producers of the series, alleging the TV icon believed she was filming a program about her comeback, only for filmmakers to capture a circus to her downfall. Zanotti, who have been working as a publicist for Williams since 2021, spoke with NBC News about her grievances with the making of the 4-part documentary. In an interview with the outlet, Zanotti claimed, "I felt that Williams was being exploited. She thought she she thought we were focusing on the comeback of her career. She would be mortified. There's no way you can convince me that she would be okay with looking and seeing herself in that way. She also told people that she felt lied to about it. Despite having encouraged her client to sign up for the show, Zanotti later said, I would never let Wendy put her name and brand on the line like that ever. She's an icon. It's not the story we signed up for, and I feel lied to. It's so difficult for me to even watch. Wendy would be mortified. The Wendy Williams Show aired its final episode in June 2022, 13 years without Williams herself making an appearance. She previously withdrew from the show in 2021 and embarked on what was initially supposed to be a temporary leave of absence to cope with health issues. As you guys know, she has, grave disease and some other stuff going on there with her. Now, that's the end of the report. And there's so many questions because as I've said to you guys, from the get-go, a lot of things was not making any sense about her being completely incapacitated. And you can see that A&E is trying to, basically use everything that they can in their power to say that they did nothing wrong. But you can literally tell that in this lawsuit, they did do something wrong. You can look at the video and say they did do something wrong. And as such, they should definitely be held accountable. But they're fighting back, Maurici, with some claims that is just, I don't think they are, valid enough. So I would say they're somewhat, baseless. But it's good to know that Wendy Williams' family, they're shooting down the claims of her being completely incapacitated. So that part is very good. And reading through the lawsuit, I can actually see why Maurici would say she's incapacitated just to help her win the case. And that's the reason why she said it. And you can see that, just by reading the article. But guys, this was interesting. I'm happy that we got a really good balanced review and summary of what has happened to Wendy since 2023 and who is taking disadvantage of her and what A&E is also doing in this case. But guys, it is your time to chime in. What are your thoughts? While you're at it, thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys later. Bye guys.